All right, so here we have a runner in preparation for a marathon, jogs at 6, 7, and 9 miles per hour. The runner travels a total distance of 14.5 miles in 2 hours and jogs the same length of time at 6 miles per hour and at 9 miles per hour. How long does the runner jog at each speed? All right, let's let x equal the hours at 6 miles per hour. Let's let y equal the hours at, and then it's 7 miles per hour. And then let's let z equal the hours at 9 miles per hour. Okay, so now what we need to do is we know if we take the miles per hour times the number of hours, that's going to give us the number of miles. So if we take 6x plus 7y plus 9z, how far did they go? They went 14.5 miles. Now, what else do we know? We know that the x and z are the same. And the one last thing we know is if we add up all these hours, x plus y plus z, that equals 2 hours. Okay. So that's all that we know. So now let's go ahead and let's first substitute. So let's plug in z where the x is. Okay. So that will give us 6z plus 7y plus 9z equals 14.5. And now let's erase that other dot there. Otherwise, we'll be really confused. All right. So that's what we have. And let's do it in this one as well. So z plus y plus z equals 2. Okay. And so if we simplify both of those, we have 6 plus 9. So that's going to give us what? 15z plus 7y equals 14.5. And that gives us 2z plus y equals 2. Now, these are going to be harder to do getting rid of the z's, but we can get rid of y's pretty easy if we multiply that one, say, by a negative 7. Because then that's going to be a minus 14z, and then minus 7y equals a minus 14. And so now we can take this equation and this equation, so let's call it 2, add them together, and then we'll get out a value, hopefully, for z, because 15 minus 14 is z. 7y, 7y, z equals, now this is going to be 14.5 minus 14, so that's 0.5. Okay. Now, what does that mean? Well, that means x is equal to 0.52 because of this one. All right, so then one last thing we have to do is we have to solve for y. So the easiest one to do here is going to take a half and a half and then that. So we'll say 1 half plus y plus 1 half equals 2. So that's 1. So if we subtract 1, y equals 1. Okay, so x equals 1 half of an hour at 6 miles per hour. Y equals 1 hour at 7 miles per hour. And Z equals 1 half an hour at 9 miles per hour. Okay, so that's our answer. Now, if they want it in an ordered triple, then x is 0.5, y is 1, and z is 0.5 as well. So, that's ordered triple. This is kind of an interpretation. What does it mean? How long, what it all means here. And so now all that's really left is our check. So if we take and plug in all the values, we'll say our check goes here. So for 1, again, this is going to be 1, 2, 3. So for 1, we'll have 6 times 1 half plus 7 times 1, and then plus 9 times 1 half equals 14.5. So we have basically what? 6 halves plus 14 halves plus 9 halves. And so that's going to be what? That's going to be 29 halves. And so if you divide that, it's going to be 1 for 14.5. So that one works. 2. X equals Z. Yep. Half and half. So that works. 3. A half plus 1 plus a half equals 2. Well, 1 plus 1 plus 1 is equal to 2, or a half plus half is 1. plus 1 is 2, so that one works. So that is really our solution here, kind of in more detail, how fast you're running for how long. Okay. All right, let's stop there and we'll come back for one last one.